Keep it going for Gabe, you guys. So, I wanted to tell you guys something that's very interesting about me. I usually don't tell a lot of people about this, but I can see ghosts. And I also do this, so I'm going to be traveling around as a comedian. And I think it would be a good business. It'd probably go something like, your grandfather's here in the room. He wants you to pull my finger. Grandpa was always so funny. And actually, it's funny because when people know that I can see ghosts, they usually like come to me and they talk to me about like ghosts and stuff. And like, oh, you know, do you like going to like haunted houses and stuff? And I said, well, this is my problem with haunted houses is that they say that a lot of haunted houses are haunted because they're buried on Indian burial grounds, which I think is ridiculous because none of the ghosts are Indian. Apparently, the ghosts choose to be in the form of things that they think white people are really afraid of, which happens to be like little Japanese girls. And you're right. If it was actually, it's true. You laugh, but that you don't want to see a little Japanese girl coming down the wrong way on an alley or something upside down, making white noise. You know what I'm talking about. If it was going to be more accurate, that should be like, oh, we're going to go to the haunted casino. Are you guys married, by chance? You are? Okay, I can't talk to you. All right. I'll come back. Are you guys married? Oh, damn it. All right. Okay, well, that's okay. I'm going to go back to my original. Do you guys, do you, sir, do you buy condoms? You're married. No, you don't. See, that's why I don't know. Okay, well, that's okay. I'm glad all you single people sat in the back. Bastards. All right, well, I am single, so I have to buy my own condoms. And a friend of mine was telling me that he doesn't like buying his own condoms because he's embarrassed when he goes through the checkout line that they're going to see him. And I had told him, I said, well, they don't really pay attention to what they bring up, and I can tell you why, because this happened to me. I was at a Walmart at 2 in the morning. I was at the meth lab, and I was waiting in line behind this woman, and this woman was being checked out, and I was looking at the stuff she was buying, and she was buying like a hatchet and rope and garbage bags and bleach and like a shower curtain, and I was like, is anybody checking this bitch out? Am I the only person who knows what's going on here? The lady was really cool though. I helped her take her stuff out to her van. We did a little meth outside. You know? I definitely don't do math. I don't know if you could tell. But I've been thinking about starting because I really do need to lose some weight. I actually, about 2 years ago, I actually was working pretty hard and I lost about 30 pounds. And my secret is purging. If you haven't thought about doing that, you should. It's really amazing. And it's funny because a lot of supermodels, they do that. They purge and stuff. And a lot of people always ask, because I figured out about models, because people say, well, it's weird that they walk down the runway but they never smile. And it's because they don't have any enamel left on their teeth. The reason I asked that you were married is because a part of my routine, I always like to ask someone in the audience a question about women. And I choose to ask it to a single man because asking a married man about women is like asking a Vietnam veteran about war. I've seen things you don't understand. I can still hear the choppers and thank God I had all that marijuana and acid to get me through. Well, then let me ask you anyway. I'm just going to keep in mind that you're married. How often, because I think that men take for granted things that they think they know about women. And I learned this because I'm in a relationship right now and I'm learning things about women and it's really cool. How often do women have their period? This is not a trick question, I really want to know. Once a month, that is what I thought. Well, it turns out, the reason I ask is no, everybody's laughing, but you're very smart, sir. That was good. The reason I asked is because my girlfriend has an irregular period. So she calls it. I would call it unfortunate. And the reason why is because she said, oh, sometimes I don't have my period for 4 months. And I was like, well, that sounds awesome. Like, you're not having your period like all the time. You don't, you're not being a bitch to me. And all this stuff, right? And then I find out that when you have an irregular period, when you're a woman, it's like your vagina's like at the gym lifting weights for like 4 months, smoking a cigarette, looking at a picture of me, and taking the cigarette and burning a hole in my face on the picture, just to prepare to have the worst period ever. That's my time, guys. Thank you very much. Brian Jacobovitz, thank you.